I'm ready. Not really.
Where's the money?
Okay. I really don't want to watch. Okay, the reason why I'm so hesitant to watch this is because, like, I just know it's gonna piss me off. And I don't want to be in a bad mood. But I also don't, I also don't want, I don't want to watch it because, like, what I've seen so far, like little snippets, has been really distasteful and pretty illegal from what I've seen. But this is what he says. I investigated Minnesota's billion-dollar fraud scandal. So this was posted 2 days ago. It has 948,680 views. Okay. I'm not ready, but, like, got no choice. Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Money's going. What do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Answer the question. Are there children? There's no children inside this building.
Potentially the largest fraud scandal in US history is taking place in Minnesota, as literally billions of dollars have been funneled through Somali-ran fraudulent businesses. So much fraud it could actually almost replace the entire GDP of Somalia. These fraudsters have worked hand in hand with the Minnesota government as they enabled billions of dollars to be given to fraudulent businesses underneath welfare purposes. Some of this money eventually landed in the hands of terrorist groups in Somalia like the Al.
It's funny you're saying some of these, we're literally funding a genocide in the United States. We support the UAE, who is funding the genocide in Sudan. Like, what are we doing? This is so hypocritical. You can't say, oh, this money went to, literally, we are funding a genocide right now. Like, we support the UAE, who is literally funding the people that are committing the genocide in Sudan. Like, no,
Al-Shabaab and others enrich themselves all at the US taxpayers' expense. And in this video we will break down all of the fraud from start to finish, from going to the fraudulent businesses and confronting the people who are making millions of dollars from the government. And we will also be confronting the incompetent government leaders who let this fraud happen. And to make this happen, I met up with a man who's been doing his own investigation for years now, as he has seen the fraud firsthand.
No, I think he's just racist.
And to make this happen, I met up with a man who's been doing his own investigation for years now, as he has seen the fraud firsthand. His name is David. Let's get into this and be prepared to be shocked. How deep is this fraud here inside of Minnesota?
It is far worse than anybody can imagine. You heard it's 7 to 10 billion and maybe more, and now the numbers have been revised and put out there publicly that they think it's more like 8 billion. How I got involved is that where my office is.
He said it's part of the range. He said 7 to 10 billion. It's more like 8 billion, so it's part of the range that you already have. I'm so confused. Like, you gave that range already. You literally said 7 to 10. They're in 8, okay?
Involved is that where my office is here in Minneapolis, I'm sort of in the heart of all of this fraud, and I would see these childcare centers. I said, well, there aren't any kids there. It's the middle of the day, and all I see are a couple of guys standing out front smoking. And then I'd go by another daycare and I'd see the same thing. I said, well, where do these kids play? And so I started to go online and look, and I said, this place is licensed for 80 children. They had 0 children. Every time I went by there, they never had a single child.
So background about me, if you don't know, I used to be a social worker. So I'm going to be very on top of this, very nitpicky, because I know this field very well. And I have a feeling that there's more to the story than what these fuckers are saying, because already it's very common for kids, especially it's -1 or something in Minnesota. Of course, they're not going to have kids playing outside.
Child there. Then I started to see all these transportation companies going around, And it was always a Somali driver. And I said, well, that's great. They're out there transportation, contributing, but they never had a passenger. Never, ever once.
So, okay, like, you're not convincing anyone right now. So just because they passed you doesn't mean anything. Like, and also, how do you know they're transporting people? Maybe they're just driving themselves. Like, how do you specifically know they're transporting people?
And I said, well, what is all this transportation? What are they doing? So then I found out that in Minnesota, they have something called non-emergency medical transportation. So this is going to the dentist's office.
I think every non-emergency medical transportation in Minnesota. I'm pretty sure everyone has this. Okay, non-emergency medical transportation and helps people get to healthcare appointments. Everyone has this. Yeah. Everyone has this. Medical assistance. Yes. When I lived in Boston, Boston also had this. This is I'll show you right now. It's very common. Literally, Mass Gov, learn about non-emergency medical transportation for Mass Health members. It's very common. Every state has it. Okay.
Therapy, whatever it might be. And I said, well, how many of these companies are there? And the research came back that there are 1,020 of them, and more than 800 of them are Somali owned.
You're just racist. It just says, I don't think there's a price. It's just different. I mean, this one says help me connect 226, the best 10 medical. But how do you know they're Somali owned? I mean, there's a mass majority of people from Somalia, but also their descendants. I just don't understand, like, what he's saying is not, I feel like what he's saying is just very racist.
Nobody from the state of Minnesota ever cross-checks to see if any rides were ever actually provided. All they did was write the check.
So right here we have all this paperwork. And how
do you know that? How do you know that no one checked? They have to. It goes through the insurance. You're saying that it's the government. But the government's not the one sending out those checks. It's the insurance companies. Because most of the people, it's through insurance. Unless it's through Medicare and Medicaid, but a majority of it is through private insurance. So,
you getting all this information about the fraud?
A lot of it is through my own research. And then I have some contacts at the Capitol going back many, many years. And so the data that I'm getting is 100% accurate, coming directly from research done by people at the state Capitol.
All this paper.
So do they work there, or are they just people who say they're from the Capitol? That's two different things.
Work right here. What are we looking at?
The areas of fraud that I have.
I think it's very important to say allegedly. Just saying, this man is an alleged investigative journalist. He's alleging fraud. There has been no fraud that's actually been found. I think that's very important to say. They're not fucking doing it, but I'm gonna do it.
Numbers for are mostly related to childcare. This is massive fraud that is beyond anyone's imagination, the scope. And so, for example, there's a childcare not far from here in Minneapolis that has two childcare.
Okay. Example
at the same.
Okay. Examples of Somali. Why didn't you just put it in the middle? You could barely fucking see. Examples of Somali childcare fraud in Minnesota. MACO Childcare. Okay. MNI Child Center. I already know what this is, but I want to make sure I understand. MACO Childcare. 2328 25th Avenue South, MPLs dot MN 55406. Oh my god, it's multiple buildings. That's what I kind of figured. Multiple childcare centers. This is very common. And what was the other one? Mini childcare center. Mini childcare center. Okay, so okay. What's very concerning is that Nick Shirley's name immediately pops up, and that's this guy, the video we're watching. And it's pretty concerning because, like, that's something you don't really want to, you want to see, like, not a YouTuber. Yeah, it's two separate places, but in one building. Doctors' offices have it, medical centers have it, skincare has it, this same thing. Just because it's in the same building doesn't mean anything, okay?
Address. And together, they're licensed supposedly for 120 children. I have never.
Well, we saw that. No, they're not. The Mako was licensed for 80. How many? That's what DHS said. The reason why I'm very on top of this is because, as someone who is a social worker and who has worked with kids, what they're doing is so fucking dangerous, and I think it's so unacceptable how viral it's gotten that I like feel obligated to break everything they're saying down, because what they're saying cannot factually be true. Many childcare. And it's very clear, just because you haven't seen children there doesn't mean there's not kids there. Because I have a feeling that what they're doing is going to cause a lot of harm to children, because they think, oh, I have a gotcha, but they just are being racist. $80. Okay, so the other one's 80. That's not 120, 160. What is he saying? Wait, let's go back, because
are mostly related to childcare. This is massive fraud that is beyond anyone's imagination, the scope. And so, for example, there's a childcare not far from here in Minneapolis that has two childcares listed at the same address, and together they're licensed supposedly for 120 children.
no, they're not. I just checked. DCA. Did you do any fucking research? Department of Human Services for Minnesota, they have to have licenses, and every daycare license, and passed by DHS. It says 80 for here, and if you look back, it's 80 for the other one. That's 160 total if you want to. So this is not correct. And I did that in like 2 seconds. What information are you getting at? Like, this is not correct, and I'm only 3 minutes in. This is going to piss me off.
I have never seen a single child there ever, and I've been by that place at least 100 times.
Well, I'm sorry. That's weird. Why are you going by a daycare? That's fucking weird. That's also very dangerous, that you don't have a child, but you're acknowledging that you're hanging out looking for children. Does anyone understand how that's fucking creepy and fucking weird? Like, that's not, no, this is weird. This is fucking weird. This is fucking weird.
Somalians, these groups are setting up these daycares, these childcare centers, getting money from the government, but there's no kids.
No kids. Never had any of them. They're all fraught with violations, and even though they have these violations, they're still in operation and they're still getting money. And it's millions of dollars for every one of them every year.
And who's getting the money? And where are they getting the money from?
So we have a thing called CCAP. It's a blend of federal and state money. The bottom line is it's taxpayer money, so it's state money and it's federal money. And the problem is the people of the state of Minnesota are the ones writing the checks. This is kind of the maddening.
Industries involved in the fraud. The transportations are from privately owned. This is what? Okay, I'm just gonna.
Thing is, you have daycare, so you have adult daycare, and then you have child care, and then you have health care, and a lot of these same names keep coming up on all of these different types of businesses. And then, of course, we have the transportation, and a lot of those same names appear, a lot of the same addresses. There's one building that has 14 Somali healthcare companies at the same address. There's another building in St. Paul that has 22 Somali healthcare businesses at the same address.
How do you know they're Somali is my question.
And the government knows about this.
The government knows they're writing the checks. Yeah, the Democrats over there just writing the checks. What has happened is that the Somali community is a very closed community. They will not speak to anyone outside the community and talk about what's going on within the community. They vote as a block. And so when you're a politician, you're saying, look, I've got 100,000 people in Minnesota that if I do something for the community, they're going to vote for me. And that's what it's all about, is getting the votes. And then the people here in Minnesota, you hear this term, Minnesota nice. I'm so sick of that term. The people here are so afraid of being called a racist or an Islamophobe. And they're afraid of their own shadow. And I don't understand. This is our future generations are going to have to pay for all this fraud, and they just want to bury their heads in the sand and go on and just not worry about it. Tim Wall's saying there's organized crime in Minnesota. What did
Well, it says organized crime.
No. You got organized crime? What are you doing? This is the Minnesota law, which mandates that anyone who knows of fraud and is a state employee must report that fraud. It's Minnesota Statute 3.971, Subdivision 9. Not only that, but Walls is also guilty of misconduct of a public employee.
Dude, who is the fucking president of the United States? I'm so fucking sick of them being like, well, they're in misconduct. You elected. Okay.
When I look at the world as a whole, and I look at fraud, the Twin Cities is ground zero. The fraud.
So racist. This guy is so racist. This guy is so racist.
Is worse here than anywhere else ever in history. Anywhere.
We're going to go confront these people. We're going to go to these daycare centers. We're going to see what's actually happening.
Okay, so.
You went to a daycare. They went to the kids' daycares. Are you fucking kidding me? That has to be a joke. They went to these kids' daycares? What? So, does anyone understand how insane that is? They went to kids' daycares.
Oh, we have to be careful because these people are very violent. They're exceptionally violent.
Now, with all of David's evidence, we headed out to the streets of Minneapolis to see how much fraud we could uncover in one
They're dangerous and violent. Oh my God, I can't.
afternoon.
Where are we going now?
We're going to a place called Mako Child Care, which actually has another child care registered at the same address called Mini Child Care Center.
So we should see lots of children if there's this child care center, especially if there's two.
The two of them combined are licensed for 120.
And how much money?
That's incorrect. They don't, according to DHS, that have to have everything on file regarding daycare. It's 80 kids, 80 kids. That's 160 kids. What are we doing?
Money have these child care centers received?
None of those vans have moved in 6 months. None of them. In 2020, one of them received $1.3 million. In 2021, they got $987,000. In 2022, they got $714,000. That's the last I have for that one. And then the other one, $1.604 million in fiscal year 2025. Fiscal year 2024, they got about $800,000, and in fiscal year 2023, they got $904,059. This place right here. Yes.
What's so dangerous about what they're also doing is none of them are saying alleged. Like, they're just saying they've committed fraud, but none of them are saying alleged.
We're outside of it.
Well, this is actually two daycares are registered here. One of them is Mako, which you see on this sign. The other one is Mini Child Care Center. And between the two of these child care centers, they're pulling in about $3 million a year. And there are no children. Every facility as you go to, the windows will be blocked out so you can't see in. There's nobody here. You won't see a single child at any of these facilities.
There are indeed no windows. All the windows are blacked out right here. All right, let's go in.
No.
And the child care center is locked. Should we ring the doorbell? Yeah. Try to get in, rang the doorbell. Nobody showed up. They're open 7 days a week.
They have cameras. They don't know who you are. They have cameras. Also, if there's certain times, there's certain times for drop off. If you actually were a part of this, you would know these drop off times. So of course the doors are fucking locked. Of course the windows are closed. What are we fucking doing? That they're protecting the safety of the children. What are we doing? This is ridiculous. Okay, now I'm even more pissed that this has gone viral. And shame on Megyn Kelly. Shame on every single, including Ted Cruz, including all of the senators and Congress people that made this such a big deal. Are you fucking kidding me? This is insane. This is insane that you think two people who do not have children with them can walk up to a daycare randomly and think they're going to be fucking let in. No, that's not how things work. Also, it's so fucking dangerous that that the Republicans are promoting this, that people are falling for this, because you think if this is any other person, say, for example, Spanish people did the same exact thing, you'd feel comfortable with that. Black people doing the same exact thing, you'd feel comfortable with that. No, but because it's two white men doing this, you feel perfectly comfortable with two random white men walking up to your kid's daycare and being like, you know what, let us in. We have to see if you have kids. Do you understand how fucking insane that is? Do you understand how insane this entire fucking video is? And the fact that the Republican Party is promoting this is vile, is disgusting. What are we fucking doing? I think I woke my dog up from her nap. Sorry, Shay.
7 a.m. to 10 p.m. it says here on their sign, yet there's absolutely nobody here. And this building here, right here, has generated millions of dollars, and it seems like business isn't even open right now, and it's a weekday. And if this was a daycare center, it wouldn't just be in some industrialized building. There would be maybe like a playground or something outside, or...
There's no play area for the kids. So where are the kids? Where's anybody? How can there be nobody here? And it's like this every single day. I've never seen a single child here. In 9 years, I've never seen a single child at this building. Right there.
Oh, then now it looks like we already got the Somalis coming through.
Yeah, they're coming. The word's out.
Hello, is this your daycare?
No. Can you tell us why there are no children? Have you ever seen children at this child care center?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Doesn't know if she's ever seen a child here. All right, let's go to the next location.
In the front.
No, we're not doing this. This is unacceptable. Now I'm even more pissed. As a social worker, you know who needs to be investigated? That fucker. That's who needs to be investigated. And shame on Nick Shirley for promoting this. Shame on him. This is disgraceful. I'm so fucking livid that people are falling for the fact of the matter that these men think they can walk up to a daycare and say, we need to see your children immediately. We need to see children immediately. Bitch, you don't have kids. You don't even live around here. And yet you admitted to stalking basically this daycare. You admitted to basically saying, hey, you know what? Like, this is really significant because I don't see a playground. It's -5 in Minnesota right now. Where the fuck do you think kids are going to play? They're not going to fucking play. They probably... This is not acceptable at all.
Fraud only gets more from here. Make sure you stay till the very end of this video to see exactly how much fraud we find by the time we are done. And before we go to the next location, I want to show you something super interesting about the flags of Minnesota.
And here in Minnesota, if you take a look at the Minnesota state flag, they recently changed it and it very much so resembles the flag of Somalia. And really quick, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video.
That's a joke. That's a fucking joke.
Changed it and it very much so resembles the flag.
These are two fucking separate flags. It doesn't resemble the Somali flag at all, actually. Different colors, different star shapes. Are you kidding me? Who? And they're saying that the kid who's 23 years old is better than CNN, is better than even CBS. Like, are you kidding me? They look nothing alike.
To the next daycare center, how much money has this one generated?
This one, in fiscal year 2025, $1,042,059. In fiscal year 2024, $1,059,078. And in fiscal year 2023, $727,336.
This next one is literally 1 block away, and this one's also generated nearly $3 million in the past 3 years. Let's see if there's any children. Let's see if any of the buildings are open. Here we go.
This is insane. It is common. It is so common to have locked doors. It is so common. Like, I've never seen something so absurd that people are like actually falling for, which is even scarier in my entire life. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if my best friend is available. And she has kids. And I wanna know if she would feel comfortable with this. And I'm going to see if I can record her. If not, I'll just say what she said. Because there is no fucking way that I would feel comfortable with this. No fucking way.
All right, we've arrived to ABC Learning Center. All the windows are blacked out. Let's see if anybody is here. This door is locked.
This facility is licensed for 40 children. 0 children. I've come by this place 100 times. I've never seen a child here.
So, I'm sorry. Why the fuck are you going near daycares? That's pedophilia shit. Like, I'm sorry. Like, come on. Are we fucking kidding?
Ever. The only thing I've ever seen is someone standing outside smoking.
What's crazy about this is that last daycare center is that green building right there. And the other daycare center right now is right here. these buildings should be operating, as they're receiving literally millions of dollars.
I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, somebody actually answered the door.
Hello? Can we speak? I would like to check a child in the daycare.
Why?
Can I speak to a manager?
No. I'm trying to check a child into a no, you can't do that. No. You cannot do that. You cannot fucking do that. No. You don't have a kid with you. No. It's understandable. And I bet you they have a policy of, hey, call and schedule an appointment. So they're already very suspicious because there's probably rules. And there's probably, the reason why there's so many daycares is probably because there's daycares needed. But on top of that, it's probably word of mouth. So people are like, oh, how do you get in? Okay. You need to have X amount. And no, this is, oh my God, this is insane.
Where can I get paperwork to file for my son? I wanted to put my son Joey in daycare.
And after a few questions, the lady went silent.
Looks like little Joey Shirley ain't going to daycare here. And now where are we going?
Now we're going to Sweet Angel Childcare.
We're in the middle of a strip mall here inside of this neighborhood.
In fiscal year 2025, this facility, which has its license for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids, and all the facilities are the same way, all of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey.
Right there, you'll see codes.
And all the facilities are the same way, all of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again,
Right here. There's people have the code. Or, let me guess, look at the buzzer that you press, and there's a camera.
I try to find a spot for my son Joey, and they would not open the door.
I want to put my son Joey in daycare. Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Yes.
Is this your daycare center?
No, I work there. What's happened?
I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed.
Yeah, and you have cameras, so obviously they're going to be very confused and very hesitant.
No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's happened?
Where are the kids?
Yeah?
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When? No, when?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website. You work here and you don't know?
I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked here?
He's there. Kids there. What's
How
happened?
many?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
That's not well, of course he's not going to tell you. He doesn't fucking know who you are. He doesn't know who you are. I'm not going to tell you fucking shit. Are you kidding me? There's no identification. Doesn't say that they're press. Doesn't say they're investigating a story. So a random person comes up to you and says, where are the kids? That's fucking weird in and of itself. And now he's saying, you don't know how many kids there are, and you expect him to tell you when he has no idea who the fuck you are. You could be a convicted pedophile for all he knows. Of course he's not going to tell you anything.
You worked here. Okay, well then you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in a daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak to someone?
No, I don't know.
No? Yeah, I would like to see if I can put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
No!
Can I check out the daycare center? No. Are we joking? This has to be a joke. 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 This man actually thinks that he can come up. Well, he's not really a man. He's 23. he actually thinks that he can come up and he can just demand to see kids randomly. No identification. No any. Oh my. Honestly, this is worse than I thought, to be completely honest. This is so much worse. I did not expect it to be this bad. Like, this is ridiculous. This is so unacceptable. It's not even funny. And I'm so angry that the Democrats are silent on this fucking story. That's weird. Also, she sees the fucking microphone. Do you really think she's gonna let you in?
You're a liar. I'm the owner.
Do you put your kid here in this daycare?
No.
There is one child in there. Yeah, I'd like to know if this is a legit business.
That's weird. You cannot do this. Like, I'm sorry. You cannot do this.
Yeah, I'm scared of you too. How come I explain everything?
You're scared of me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of your curry.
Because of my color. You said you're scared of me.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Fuck it. I'd be scared too. You have cameras. I don't know who you are. I'd be scared of you too. Hello. You're literally saying ridiculous things. And
because of my color. Does that make you a racist?
Yeah, no.
You said you're scared of me because of my color.
I'm not saying you're racist.
You said you're scared of me because of my color. That makes you a racist. So right now they're all getting mad because he's shown the paperwork of this business being registered as a business. 74 children, no children. We saw one child when the lady opened up the door.
well, I don't know who the fuck you are. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna let you in.
So now they're all getting mad.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Ask the owner. I'm the kids.
Well, then why are you talking for the owner if you're telling me to talk to the owner?
I'm sorry. I'm not understand what you're talking about.
Do you have a child here?
No.
Does anybody?
No.
Where are the 74 kids? Did you lose them? Did you lose these kids? Do I need to call someone? Do I need to issue an Amber Alert for missing children?
No, you're just a creep. You're just a fucking creep.
Are these children missing? It's not my business that children are missing. 74 infants and toddlers, preschool.
The proof's right there. There's no children anywhere.
It's from the state of Minnesota right here.
I think we're moving on to the next location. Have a good day.
As we continue to show the blatant fraud that was taking place here in Minnesota, Somalis.
There's no fraud. There's no fraud. These people are, I'm so mad right now. This is so dangerous. There's no fucking fraud. There's no fucking fraud. And the fact that this is literally going viral is pissing me off, and it's so fucking dangerous. And no one's combating this. This is so unacceptable. Of course, they don't know who you are. So, of course, they're going to protect the children. I don't fucking know who you are. You think I'm going to let you in? No, absolutely not. And they're being racist because I'm guessing, I'm not guessing, it's that English is their second language. So there's the language barrier. And then he's like, oh, you think that makes you a racist? No, bitch. It's just not every day two white men with cameras and microphones just come up to us without following any of the rules that our clients would know. This is bad. This is so bad.
Started following us around the city.
And now we're being followed by the Somalis. This is another daycare center.
Good.
Absolutely no signage, and there's no footprints in the snow of children playing outside. $5 million within the past
5.9 million in 2 years. 5.9 million they received in 2 years. That facility right.
Wait a second. Because there's no footprints in the snow. Are you kidding me? I can't. This is ridiculous. Oh my God.
There.
And now we have a group of Somalis telling us in our vehicle right now.
From this daycare center, we headed over to the infamous Quality Learning Center, which actually spells Quality Leering Center on the outside of their sign. That's how blatant this fraud is here at this daycare.
Maybe it's because English is not their first language. Ever thought of that? They're trying to do what they can to survive.
So this is Quality Leering Center. I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
Don't open
They
up.
said they spelt learning wrong.
Don't open up.
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
Don't open up.
Ma'am, what do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Don't open up.
Good for her. Good for that lady. Queen. I stand for you. I stand for you. And that's fair. To be honest, to think they're ice, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Good for that lady.
We have ice.
And what do you think about this place being licensed for 99 children
Don't open up.
and getting $4 million
Don't
over
open
the
up. It's ice.
$4 million in the last 2 years?
Go away.
What do you think about that? Are you in
Go
favor?
away.
Are you in favor of that?
Go away.
You know where
You're
the-
not welcome here.
Are you-
Shame on you.
Are you in favor of $1.9
Shame
million
on you. It's
going
ice.
illegally,
Don't open up.
fraudulently to this business that has Quality Learning Center but can't even spell learning right on the door?
Don't open up.
Ma'am, we are not ICE.
I don't care who you are. You don't belong here.
I belong here just like you belong here.
No, you
Don't
don't.
open up. It's ice.
You do realize that there's supposed to be 99 children right here at this building, but there's no one here. This is a child daycare center.
Says 99 children. Paid $1.9 million this year in CCAP funding. Do you know where the children are? Were they kidnapped? They run away? Where are the children? This is state of Minnesota. Right here.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley, ma'am.
And who are you with?
Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley on YouTube.
Yeah, so who are you with here?
Oh, he's just been doing some research investigating the fraud that's taking place here
He's,
in
he's
Minnesota.
not a, he's, I honestly,
This lady,
he's a
she's
creep.
calling us ICE. We're just trying to put law and order back in the streets of the United States. Get rid of all the fraud. Have you ever seen children at that daycare center right there?
Where?
Yeah, it's right there. It says the child, you've never seen daycare.
I haven't seen anybody in here.
We're gonna educate you on something. So what do you think about this daycare center? They spelled learning wrong. They've received over $1.9 million this year alone, and they're supposed to have 99 children here.
I don't see it.
99 children.
Have you ever seen any children here?
None at all. None.
This year they got 1.9 million. Last year they got 1.5 million of your tax money for 99 children. We just want to know where are the kids?
Right?
Where are the children?
I don't see them. I've been here since 2017. I haven't seen anybody like
Never
that here.
seen a child here.
No, not at all.
And so you've
8
never
years.
seen a child here for 8 years.
Nope, not at all.
And how does that make you feel knowing that this place is receiving
Disgusting.
$1.9 million?
It's disgusting. I mean, what the hell? They stealing the money. That's a federal grant too. That's if they get caught for that's a federal offense.
How do you even know this
I
guy's
see the
telling you
clock.
the truth?
And do you think Tim Waltz should go to jail for all the fraud that he's enabled here in his state?
That's him doing this? Well, heck yeah. He's got to be held accountable for this. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason what's going on here. It's simple. It's nothing there. It's a parking lot.
And look, they even spelled learning wrong on their sign for a place that's supposed to be educating children.
That's crazy. I mean, who runs it? Who supposedly runs it?
Somalians.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So you're just a racist.
Well, where? Yeah, it's just. I've never seen nobody here at all
So how long have you been living here?
since 2017. 2018.
You've never seen a single child walk in that building.
No, not at all.
So this big daycare center is literally just a place to traffic money. $1.9 million just this year alone.
Traffic. You can't even say it correctly. It's money laundering. My God. Oh my God. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. He 100% is planted. 100% planted. He just miraculously shows up. Sure. Okay.
And this guy's been living here for 8 years and has never seen a single child walk through those doors. There's no windows either.
No.
And the only window they do have, the door, is blacked out.
Yep, I see that. I've never seen anybody go in there.
Within just a few hours, we nearly approached $20 million in fraud, and we headed over to George Floyd's neighborhood to expose more of the fraud taking place.
That's insane! We're heading around George Floyd's neighborhood. Oh my God.
It's called Future Leaders Early Learning Center, and it's licensed for 90 children. And in fiscal year 2025, they received $3.6 million. In fiscal year 2024, they received $3 million. So in 2 years, they got $6.67 million, claiming they have 90 children every day of the week, 5 days a week.
I mean,
So let's
these
find
people
out.
are making just about more money than NBA athletes.
And we don't even know if they're paying taxes, but we don't know where this money is going. Is it going to terrorism? Where is it going? But it's theft, it's fraud. And the reason I'm involved is I want it to stop. I care about Minnesota. I'm doing this for the people of Minnesota. I don't make a dime.
Terrorism. 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 The President of the United States literally had a former Al-Qaeda member in the office a couple of days ago and was spraying his cologne onto him. But you're saying that they're terrorists. Anik, I'm sorry. This has to be probably the most insane thing that I've ever watched. And now I'm so mad. I'm not happy. I'm even more mad at. I apologize. Hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate. I'm even more mad that government officials are actually risking the lives of people for their racism and white supremacy by promoting this piece of shit. And this clear, I don't even know, but I'm sorry, like, why are you hanging about and admitting that you're hanging around daycares 100 times? This is not okay.
Of all this time I've spent on this, I put my life at risk several times.
Oh.
I'm determined to see
Your
this
life
through
at risk.
and
Okay.
to correct what is wrong, what is evil.
Here at Future Leaders Early Learning Center, this building received $3 million.
Why nobody cared to give clarification after this went viral? Exactly. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this. And after I log off, I will be editing this and posting my reactions, breaking this down everywhere. Will people watch it? I don't know. But I am going to do everything I possibly can to make sure that people understand that what this prick is doing is not acceptable, is dangerous. I do have a YouTube. It's Sophie Rambles. The O is a 0. It's the same thing. And what's really concerning is, I think for me, is I'm just someone. But the fact that no Democrat has made a press conference, has made a video, where the fuck is Hakeem Jeffries? Where the fuck is Chuck Schumer? When this literally has 84 million people watching this on Twitter. It has 972,179 views, and this went 2 days ago. Like, that's so dangerous. This is dangerous. Like, they are putting these people at risk. And no one is combating that. So I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make sure that people understand how dangerous this is. Because you cannot tell me that someone who literally admits to hanging around daycares 100 fucking times is not creepy. You cannot tell me, let me just bust in to someone's daycare without ID, without stating I'm press, even though they're not, without doing anything, demand to see children. What are we fucking doing? Like, you are putting children's lives at risk. You are putting the owner's lives at risk. Like, I'm so angry. Thank you. I'm very passionate because, like I used to be a social worker. Like, and so I know the significance of these people. They are so important to working parents. They are so important to people. And the fact of the matter that they are putting innocent lives at risk because of their racism is unacceptable. And the fact that no one from the Democratic Party has done fucking anything in the past 2 days since this has gone live is inexcusable. Like, I literally did one Google search about finding out the kids. This motherfucker can't do math. I can't do math either. I literally 90 kids for each. That's 100 and that, or was it 80 kids? 80 kids per together. That's 160. This motherfucker's like, yeah, there's 120. No. And obviously I'm going to fall. I wonder where he even got his research because I clearly looked at the Department of Health. And yeah, it's run by RFK Jr., but literally that's what they're there for. They are there to license these people. I'm truly shocked that this is this bad and this is this viral. Oh, welcome. Yeah, this is what it's like living in America now. Just relying on racist pieces of shit. Like, people from Congress have retweeted this. I'll show you. Oh, India, very, very cool. Let's see. Barron Trump. Oh, that's commentary. Let's see. So Megyn Kelly, I don't know if you know who she is. She's like a big commentator, right wing. She literally supported him. Oh yeah. I don't know if you saw her tweet. Oh, well, she retweeted this. 409K likes, 152K oh my God. 70. Is there a single corporate media story this year that can claim that kind of immediate attention and impact? Oh my God. Where was the Minneapolis Star Tribune on the Somali mass fraud scandal? Too busy supporting Tim Walz's radical trans agenda to bother doing what a 23-year-old took the time to do and break the biggest fraud story in the country. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. Who's the other one? Mike. I forget his name. Let me see. I've seen it. I know like actual Republicans are supporting him. Here, committee chair Senator Ron Johnson just said he's reaching out to Nick Shirley about the Somali fraud in Minnesota and will subpoena all relevant financial records and documents. Oh my God. Oh, Hassan's watching it too. Republican lawmakers will tweet about Nick Shirley's viral video exposing corruption like it isn't their jobs to do something about it. I'm gonna be sick. Like I'm truly so upset right now because I cannot believe we live in the fucking jokest, disgusting country. No, I don't think Republicans are gonna win. I don't think they're gonna win for a long time. But the problem is Democrats are fucking stupid. We have to elect left wingers. That's the thing. We have to have left wing, and we have to have people who actually give a fuck about people and not donors. And as you can see, what happens when you just lose your entire being to donors, you refuse to fight back. Hakeem Jeffries is terrible. He should not be the quote unquote leader. It should be Ro Khanna. And I think that Van Hollen should be the Senate minority leader. I think people are just going to vote Dems because obviously fascism is worse. But we need to vote Dem basically that are left-leaning, that want Medicare for all, that want to make things better. Even Democrats support Israel. Exactly. But still, they're better than Republicans. The problem is that Israel is a big thing here. And that's one, not all, but that's one of the reasons why Kamala Harris lost, is because of Israel. And because she said the truth about Donald Trump, but she said that she was going to have the biggest war. Yeah, I know a little bit about India politics. I don't know a lot. I know a little bit. I know that Trump loves Modi. I know that. And loves that people were asking him very easy ballpark questions. I think that inspired him to kind of infiltrate out actual journalists. I think he got it from Modi. I truly do believe that. This is bad. This is so bad. Okay. Oh my God, we're only 20 minutes in. That's even worse.
Over $3 million. Hello, how are you? I would like to see if I could bring little Joey, my son little Joey here. Is there paperwork, or can I check out the daycare? No.
Of course she's going to say no. You have a fucking camera in her face. He doesn't know who you are. You have a microphone. You do not have a child with you. So you're just and here's what I want to make very clear. I am so proud of every single one of these daycare owners. They truly care about these kids. Because if they didn't, they would have let these assholes come in. But they were very protective of these children. They made sure these children were safe. And I truly commend that. That's incredible. They are doing literally physically putting their bodies in front, and they're seen as terrorists for that. Unacceptable.
No. Why can't I check out the daycare?
Manager's not here.
Okay, but if I can get paperwork or anything to submit my son little Joey to come in here to daycare? We'd really like to put Joey in this daycare.
No, buddy. It ain't fucking happening. Also, that's a very good thing the manager isn't here. Always blame it on the manager.
We've heard great things.
Business card?
No, I would like your business card, actually.
You talk to your manager.
Okay, can I speak with somebody? Where are the children at? Are there children here today?
No.
No children?
Yes.
Why are there no children?
I'm sorry, of course they're gonna think that's weird. Of course. Oh yeah, because Somalis are the worst apparently. Of course. I'm sorry. The last thing that I am going to do is I am going to tell you there are children here when I have no idea who you are. You have cameras. I'm not going to tell you anything. Are you insane?
Two athletics coming.
Oh, don't tell him that.
Would my son-
Lady, don't tell him that.
Little Joey have friends to play with here?
No.
No.
Yes.
No friends for little Joey.
Yes. Sorry.
Ah, dang it. Well, have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
So, little Joey would not be accepted to that daycare.
Joey's still homeless.
Joey's still looking for daycare.
And because little Joey couldn't get into a daycare, we went to an autism center, as they have been popping up everywhere as a...
I used to work with autistic kids, so this is going to piss me off. If they say anything bad about these autistic centers that are so fucking important. Autistic centers are so important to parents. I don't think people understand. They're so expensive and yet so vital. So vital. They're expensive. These daycares, autistic centers are expensive because we don't have universal health care.
rise of autism has occurred here in Minnesota because of the government.
I don't know. Maybe because we're actually understanding autism. There's always been autism. Autism just doesn't just pop up, okay? There has always been autism. Autistic people have always existed. Maybe things are a little bit higher because the change in the environment, more chemicals are being used in the air. I don't know, the stress level of what is going on throughout the countries. I don't know. On top of all of that, the lack of health care is also pretty significant. Your doctor wants you to take these vitamins. You can't afford those vitamins, so you don't take them. I'm not saying it's the vitamins' fault, but that persists. Your doctor wants you to take this medicine. You can't afford that medicine. Your insurance doesn't cover it, so you can't take that medicine. I'm not saying that is the reason your child's autistic. I'm saying like that is why things happen as well. But also, autism has always existed. Like, what are we doing?
Funds that they're receiving. I tried to check my son Joey into an autism center.
We've been going to a lot of these daycare centers. We're trying to find a spot for our little boy Joey, but we thought maybe we could check him in the autism center because none of the daycare centers are open. Yeah, and how many kids do you guys have at this autism center?
I can't give you a number now.
Like more than
Smart. Don't tell him shit. Do not tell him fucking anything. Very smart. Very smart.
5?
Probably, yeah.
Probably, so you don't really know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about like the fraud that's been labeled on the autism centers here? What do you guys do think about the fraud, or how come the autism centers are popping up?
I can't answer.
What news? Are you a news reporter?
My name's Nick. We're doing a little documentary trying to find little Joey a spot to put himself in one of these centers here because there's
So why are you asking us about
the fraud.
Pop off, queen. Pop the fuck off, queen. I like her. She understands.
stuff like that?
Yeah, because we want to make sure we're going to legit business if we're going to bring our little boy Joey here.
This is not a Joey spot. Yeah. But that's our number on y'all can call. But this is we can't let you guys in. So.
Okay, thank you. So once again, little Joey, he can't even go to daycare, and now they won't even accept.
Dude, like, this is like some kind of joke. I cannot believe this went viral. Oh my God, we are so fucked. I cannot believe this video went viral. Like, I'm in shock that this went viral.
Him if he has autism.
And again, no kids. Couldn't tell you how many kids they serve.
After being able to provide no evidence of them actually being an autism center in a place where a child could go, they shut the door and we headed to the next fraudulent daycare center that was just around the corner.
We're on to the next location. We're still trying to find little Joey a place to go to get some daycare.
So where we're going now is a place called Super Kids Daycare Center. Interestingly, This daycare center was shut down when it was called Creative Minds Daycare, and it had received $2.45 million this fiscal year 2025. They had to shut down because there were so many violations, and they went and...
Okay. We're gonna do some... What is this? Okay, what? I need to go back, because I don't believe anything he says.
After being able to provide no evidence of them actually being an autism center in a place where a child could go, they shut the door and we headed to the next fraudulent daycare center that was just around the corner.
We're on to the next location. We're still trying to find little Joey a place to go to get some daycare.
So where we're going now is a place called Super Kids Daycare Center.
Okay, Super Kids Daycare Center. Okay. Our effective date, October 1st, 2025. 78 kids, no restrictions. Okay, no, okay.
Interestingly, this daycare center was shut down when it was called Creative Minds Daycare.
Creative Minds Daycare, Minnesota. Closed as of October 1st, 2025. Okay, let's see the violation. Let's start with 2023. Okay. Violation. The program did not have an individual child care program plan for a child with special needs, and or staff did not follow the plan. The individual child care plan for a child with a known allergies did not contain all required items. The program did not have sufficient furnishing equipment, materials, or supplies. Carpeted rugs were not in good repair and or did not meet safety requirements. Program space was not clean. Equipment and furniture were not in good repair. Areas used by children were not in good repair. Electrical outlets were not tamper-proof or shielded. So it's clear that they needed to be closed down. Okay. This one's an interesting one. Each infant's bottle was not labeled with child's first and last name. I thought that last name would be just fine, but I don't know the rules. I guess that's not bad. Children did not have daily access to all interest areas. That I think is very interesting. There was more than a 36-month age range in a mixed age group. Okay, but like some of these make complete sense to shut down. I think that's fine. 2024. So that was in 2023. Program did not submit a background study for an individual when required. However, the program submitted a study before DHS discovered the error. They got a violation for that? Okay. The program did not submit a background study request to DHS when required. Oh, are these the same or different? Equipment was not arranged according to the program plan, accessible to children every day. Equipment was not appropriate in the trip. Like these, I understand. The program did not have sufficient furnishings, equipment, materials, or supplies. Electrical outlets were not tamper-proof or shielded. Hazardous objects were accessible to children. The program space was not clean. Like, yeah, it seems like they needed to be shut down. Okay. Now it has 78. Okay. I have a feeling I know where he's going with this.
And it had received $2.45 million this fiscal year 2025. They had to shut down because there were so many violations, and they went and they just reopened under a new license. And they
how do you know that? Like, how do you know that they did that? Like, what? How do you know that? Like, how would you get that information? Their identification number, I guess? There's different identification numbers already. These are different people. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. These are two different sites. These are two different group people. God, these people are so fucking racist. They're so racist. Oh my God.
Renamed the center Super Kids Daycare Center, LLC.
So they got shut down.
Okay, I need to zoom in because where is... Oh, I hear my dog. Oh, hey, gee. I need to know where this guy gets his paper.
Place called Super Kids Daycare Center. Interestingly, this daycare center was shut down when it was called Creative Minds
I need to see
Daycare,
his paper.
and it had received $2.45 million this fiscal year 2025. They had to shut down because there were so many violations, and they went and they just reopened under a new license, and they renamed the center Super Kids Daycare Center.
I will not be able to. What is that?
LLC.
So
I don't know what it says, but I have a feeling they didn't go to the correct websites.
got shut down, then started another one.
Literally the next day.
Creative Minds Daycare 2.
No, that's not how things work. They probably had their license revoked. Then the building was opened. Then they said, okay, by the time that this thing is opened, you can start your daycare on this date. They haven't had any violations. There's been no issues with this daycare. It's very clear the other daycare had numerous issues. That you don't just fix that like that. It's very clear that other daycare had numerous issues.
$4 or $5 million got sent to this daycare center. We have empty parking lot. We do have a bus here. This is different. We'll see if we see anybody.
I knocked on the door, absolutely nobody was inside, and once again, no children could be heard anywhere.
So David, once again, another child daycare center. We have a bus out here. No one's inside. Licensed for over 50 kids. No children anywhere, but yet millions of dollars every single year.
So the sign says Creative Minds Daycare. They got in so much trouble, they had so many violations that they had to shut down, and they reopened the next day under Super Kids Daycare Center. You see 3801 Portland.
Oh my God, this guy is so stupid. This guy is stupid. Oh my God, this guy is so fucking stupid. That's not how filings work. Literally, I bet you their license expired, but they shut down that daycare way in advance because they had to sell the building. They had to get people. Like, it's not like this. Oh my God, this guy is such a fucking idiot. Oh my God.
3801 Portland, which is where we are.
So that's fraud right there alone.
There's no evidence of any fraud. Oh my God. There's no evidence of fraud, buddy. Like, none. Nada.
Millions and millions of dollars, and again, the kids are missing. Where are the kids?
You would think if they had the same address, that whoever's inside or working at the Capitol here inside of Minnesota would just say, oh, maybe that's a red flag.
They just write the check. Human Services, they got to clean out the whole bunch.
What are you fucking talking about? This guy's a fucking idiot. Where did Huey find this idiot? I'm sorry. This guy knows fucking nothing.
They're the ones who enabled this fraud. How can you not look and say, wait a minute, these two are registered at the same address?
On top of all of the childcare centers, that's just
Maybe, I don't fucking know, because they had to sell the building and they had to just get a new license and new place. What are you talking about? Where else are they supposed to go? There's a building that's unoccupied. Of course they're going to sell the building. I cannot.
only a small piece of the fraud.
This is sad. It is sad that people have seen this video and we're like, that's fraud. That's fraud right there.
What other fraud are they committing here in Minnesota?
So another major piece of the fraud is the home healthcare industry. Where we're going now is a building that has 14 Somali-owned home healthcare companies in the same building.
14 of the same healthcare companies in one building.
14 home healthcare companies with different names in the same building.
How bad has Tim Walz managed the budget here inside of
What? I'm sorry. I need to go back. This is so dangerous, how incompetent.
On top of all of the childcare centers, that's just only a small piece of the fraud. What other fraud are they committing here in Minnesota?
So another major piece of the fraud is the home healthcare industry. Where we're going now is a building that has 14 Somali-owned home healthcare companies in the same building.
Okay, 14. Okay, how do you know it's Somali? That's what also doesn't make sense. Why do you know it's Somali?
"14 of the same healthcare companies in one building."
14 home healthcare companies with different names in the same building.
How bad has Tim Walz managed the budget here inside of Minnesota?
So the last biennium, we had an $18 billion surplus. This biennium, we have a $6 billion deficit. That's a $24 billion swing in one biennium. How in the world can you burn through $24 billion in 2 years? This is how.
What? Wait, in the beginning, he literally said that it's between 7 and 10 billion. We are estimating it at 8 billion. Where did this number come from? I'm very confused. What? I'm very confused now.
Better than 90% of it is absolute outright fraud.
In a large...
This biennium, we have a $6 billion deficit.
A biennium. I don't know what that means. It gives me a bar. Wait, what? Am I like not spelling things right?
Home healthcare companies with different names in the same building.
How bad has Tim Walz managed the budget here inside of Minnesota?
So the last biennium...
Biennium. I'm misspelling that. Biennium. I've never heard of this, so I don't know what this means. Even Google doesn't know. B-I-A-N. Oh, that's why. Okay, there we go. Biennium ended with a general fund balance 941 million, higher than estimated at the end of 2025. Special closed 1.313 billion, 2.1% higher than estimates. General, okay. What was it for 2024? Oh, so each year is different? See, this is why you lose me. Minnesota's net. Okay, I don't under.
We had an $18 billion surplus.
Okay, a biennial statement is a periodic filing required every 2 years by certain businesses. Okay, and an $18 billion surplus. Okay, that's what they said. They had an $18 billion surplus.
This biennium, we have a $6 billion deficit.
My best friend's calling me. I wonder if she'll react. Okay.
Crazy here, but you can shoot me.
So this is my best friend. So basically this guy, he's 23 years old. He went to Minnesota, Minneapolis, and this other kook was like, okay, basically what we're going to do is we're going to go to different daycares and try to see the children in the daycares and see if there's actual kids there because they're getting money from the government. And because none of the people let them in to see the children, they're claiming fraud. Would you feel comfortable having a white man just hanging around your child's daycare 100 times?
No, what the fuck?
He admitted on the video that he's been hanging around these daycares 100 times. And he was like, I've never seen children come in there out.
And the daycares didn't obviously this is a different country.
No, this is in Minnesota.
This is in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Did the daycares not call the cops and be like, there's this weirdo outside?
I don't know.
That's weird. I wouldn't trust the daycare if they didn't call the cops and be like, there's somebody standing outside.
Well, I don't know if he just drove past. I really, to be honest,
no.
I don't know, but I think that's a fair assumption. But when they're filming, the 23-year-old tries to open the locked door, and because it's locked, they assume there's no children inside.
No, every child care facility at this point, the 2 child care facilities my children have gone to, and the 2 facilities that I have been to while I worked for CPS or DFS or whatever it's called in any of these other states, Child Protective Services, they have always been locked.
Mm-hmm. So they're saying literally because we're not let in, the doors are covered. The windows are covered. We can't see anyone inside. There's no children inside. That's what they're saying. And that's what they're saying is fraud.
These people are ridiculous.
Dude, this has 84 million views on Twitter.
People supporting
the Republicans. Republicans are promoting this video.
Is it the Republicans or is it the maggots?
No, it's the Republican Party, like senators.
That's disgusting.
So I just wanted to see, as a parent, if you would feel comfortable with this going on. And literally, they were getting mad, the people filming were getting mad at the Somali daycare owners when they were protecting the children, not answering, because they were asking how many children are in there right now.
And I think this goes to show how much of our senators and our politicians that don't give a fuck about our children's safety. I mean, these precautions are there for a reason, to protect these children. Why does a random person want to be inside of a building where there's children?
Exactly.
How many children there are.
Exactly.
What are you going to do? Are you going to shoot up the place? Are you going to try to kidnap a child? What are you trying to do?
Yeah, and they're shouting at the daycare owners, and they're like, where's the children? Do I need to file an Amber Alert because there's missing kids?
But there's no missing kids if the parents aren't concerned. You're not a parent. Why are you concerned about these children unless you want to rape them? I mean, that fits that.
I think it's honestly very creepy that police have not checked this man's hard drive, to be completely honest.
I agree.
Because so they're going around Minnesota, going to different daycares, trying to open these doors.
Yeah, that's weird.
So you, as a parent, would not be okay with this?
No, I would 100% not be okay with it, especially without police involvement. 100% not.
They're not identifying themselves as press. There's no badge. They're not
even
press.
If they were press, they shouldn't be allowed in a building.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get into one of these buildings, even if you have, knock it off. Sorry. Children.
Yeah.
Even if you have the official badges and work for the state, again, CPS background, it takes so much to get into these buildings.
No, they think that they could just go in and see children. I'm not even kidding. Like, I kid you
Taxes
not.
does not give you the permission. Go to an elementary school, go to a high school, go to any of these schools. You cannot just walk and be like, I just want to see how many kids are in a class. No, that's not how any of this works.
Yeah. So, and then we're about to see like them try to go and they physically try to open the door, and the Somali women have to literally hold the door away from them.
Wild. So I'm glad these women and these people that are put in charge of protecting these are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
They literally are physically having to put their body on the line to protect these children. And that's what I said earlier. I was like, these women and men are literally not answering any of these questions. They're very sus, and good that I want them to be sus.
I want them to be sus too. That's how I want my daycare providers, the people that I can trust my children with when I'm working to be doing. I mean, I can just look at both of the facilities my kids have been in, and I didn't move my child from one daycare to another for any other reason. Just that it cut my drive time by 3/4. So I went from a 45-minute drive time to a 5-minute drive time.
Yeah.
But they
both were the same protocol.
Same protocol. Code to get in.
Yeah, you literally, in one of the videos, you see there's a code to get in. And then there's a camera and a buzzer.
Yeah, and if you don't, say, for example, when I gave birth to the younger one, and my mom went to pick up the older one, I had to put my mom's name down, and she had to have my code. And if she didn't, they had to buzz her in. And if she wasn't on the list of people that I okayed or he okayed to pick them up, they had to call me. But it's a whole process. It's a clearing just to make sure that these people are safe.
Yeah, no, they think I kid you not. Like, I'll send you the video. They are literally trying to get into these facilities, and now that literally Tim Walz is under like he's getting a lot of shit for it because they're like, this is fraud. No one's here.
No, that's wild.
It's really fucking bad.
It's wild.
So, but as a parent, I wanted to hear your opinion because I know, but I wanted to hear. I was just a little dramatic, but I'm glad I'm not.
You're no.
Okay.
Not at all. I mean, you're the godparent of my kids for a reason.
Yeah. I wanted her perspective is really important because I don't have kids, so I don't have children, so I don't know. But I'm glad that in other states, how things is normal.
That's a $24 billion swing in one biennium. How in the world can you burn through $24 billion in 2 years? This is how, right here. This is
ridiculous.
Huge part of it.
And so would you say a lot of that is fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
No!
Absolutely. I would say better than 90% of it is absolute outright fraud.
And a large percentage of this fraud is from these healthcare companies that are charging the state millions of dollars while they actually aren't providing anything. In fact, the FBI...
I think that's really funny that they're doing this, considering Rick Scott, who is literally a senator from Florida, did the largest Medicaid fraud in United States history. And he's now not in jail. No, he's currently a senator in the Senate. He was reelected. He's not in jail. But they're making such a big deal. I mean, it is serious. Obviously, it's fraud, whatever. But you cannot tell me that this is unacceptable. But having a man that literally did the largest Medicaid fraud in American history that is currently on the Senate, that is not a bigger deal. You can't tell me otherwise. No, you can't.
Just did a raid a few days ago on a building similar to the one we are about to enter. Inside of this building, there were 14 of nearly the exact same businesses offering the exact same services.
Right here, you have a list of all of the healthcare companies. Loads of them right here.
Oh my God. Has this man never been to a fucking doctor's appointment office? Like, what are we doing? Like, that's very common. What are we doing?
Healthcare. No, it's okay. Yes, we'd like to speak about getting healthcare here.
No.
Why can't I get healthcare here?
Because you're shoving a fucking camera in my face.
No, wait.
Warning, you are under video surveillance and no trespassing, security armed.
There's a button right there. Are you kidding me?
This is the strangest place I've ever been to get healthcare.
It's actually not. It's actually pretty common.
Just a bunch of different places. Healthcare here, healthcare right here. Another healthcare company right here. There are 3 healthcare companies inside of this building right here in this.
Oh my God. This man is so stupid. Also, why do you think there's so many healthcare stuff? Maybe because we live in the United States of America that does not have universal healthcare. Maybe that's why. Maybe everything's fucking privatized. Maybe that's the reason why there's so many fucking different things.
Room of 7C. Now we have another Helping Hands Home Care LLC, another healthcare company. Present Help right here. We're looking for the best rates of healthcare here inside this building because we have so many options. Who can we talk about getting the best healthcare?
I don't know.
No?
Sorry.
All right. We will not get any healthcare here. David, this is one of the stranger places I've ever been.
Wait a second.
Literally.
Who are these men behind them? Do you see that? Who are they? Like their guards? Who are those men?
Any healthcare here. David, this is one of the stranger places I've ever been. Literally, healthcare every door you go to, yet nobody will give you a rate. How much money do you think's been funneled through this building?
Every year, I would say.
Who are these men? Are they security? I'm sorry. If you come with a camera, security, I would not want to talk to you either. That's kind of freaky. And no warning, you just walk in. I'd be freaked out.
50 to 60 million at least.
Oh my God. This guy said fraud counter. 78,350,664. Screwed. We're so fucked.
And finally, we were accepted into one of the daycare centers in the.
These people are so fucking nice. Like, she's smiling, she's welcoming, like, and they are just, so.
Actually took down information to give us a rate. However, when we left, we were then met with the police.
We received a complaint that gentlemen matching your description were in this building harassing the individuals who.
Who is this? Who are these people? Honestly, good. I'm glad they're fucking called the police.
Stay here.
Oh, we're checking out the rates for healthcare.
They're not dumb. You have a camera in your fucking hand.
Because there's 14 healthcare companies inside this building, so.
That's normal.
That's not what he said. He said there's 14 companies here, and he's trying to assume because they're Somali providers, everyone here is fraudulent.
Okay. So
He's here with some kind of like propaganda.
No, we're just checking.
Good for her. Queen. Good for her.
No, this is a area that we're allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance. Is there any other reason that you guys are here?
Well, we were checking rates.
No, he's not.
We were checking rates. We asked for rates.
No, you're not.
Okay. I'm gonna have, if you guys are all good, we're gonna step outside and we can continue this conversation.
All right, let's leave. So, all right, we're getting escorted out right now.
Good.
The police have arrived. We were checking out the rates, seeing what was happening inside this building. No one.
He's like all red because he's like, oh my God, I got caught by the police.
Really speak with us. We did go inside the one daycare center, and she actually did give us rates for childcare. Much respect to that lady. What's the problem, officer?
Well, so again, we've been getting reports from multiple individuals that you.
Okay, but the thing is also like, you've been doing this not just with them. You've been going to the daycares too.
You guys were harassing individuals who work here. At the end of the day, this is private property, and it's one that people are allowed to ask you to leave, and it's also when the Minneapolis Police Department is allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance at this address.
Yeah.
So as we got escorted out of this building, the Somalis filmed us as we left, and we headed over to the next building.
No, it's good. They have to, they're protecting themselves from you assholes.
Building that had 22 of the same home health care providers operating from inside of the building.
Right here you have multicultural home care. And right here it says it's open, but can't even get in. Another Reliance Recovery Center. Mercy and Grace Care, Inc.
Where does this person live? Has they never seen this? This is very common. This is so common.
Right here you have Den Eritrean Youth Development Association of Minnesota. Another child care center. Welcome to Bright Beginning Center. But what do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Sorry. No comments. Can I please?
Right here you have Serenity Quality Care. All of these businesses are literally the same type of business, providing the same service in the same building. Another Convenience Home Healthcare, Aid Inc., and Child Friendly Space. All these companies get money from the government. Why would you have the same company essentially inside of the same building, door to door? Right here, Queenly Home Healthcare. It just does not make sense. If you were trying to operate a business, you'd want to have less competition. But here, they have all of their competition right next door. We're wondering, because we hear there's lots of fraud taking place here in Minnesota, and we're wondering, why is there so many of the same companies inside of this same building?
Are they shut cause of the timings? What do you mean? What timings? What do you mean?
No, I don't know that.
What do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't have any idea about that fraud, okay? That's it.
What do you think about the news articles and what's being spread on the news about
the stores? Are the stores because of this? Of the time? I don't. Tell me a little bit more. I'm not understanding your question. Are you saying like the store is closing and they're coming at bad times? Is that what you're saying? Or they're coming at time? Okay. So all of these are like healthcare. They're not closed. So for example, like the daycares are locked for protection and safety. And no one's answering because they're not following the rules. They have like cameras so like people can see. I guess there's also 2 men with them, like bodyguards, I guess. So that's very concerning. Why is all these people with cameras wanting to come and are asking for kids? That's really concerning. This healthcare, they're not those are just, there was a buzzer right next to it. Normally that's very common. Like the places are just locked for safety reasons. But if you just buzz, then they'll unlock the door. He was just either being dumb or dramatic. So like they're not actually locked. It's more like there's just a buzzer for safety reasons. But the fact that he's trying to open it, like obviously I'm not going to open the door. It's just protection. Most of my doctors have that. And I don't live in Minnesota or Minneapolis. I thought it was... Oh, no. He's trying to get them hurt. But he's not just grifting. He's just a racist trying to get them hurt. Yeah, he's just a racist.
The fraud.
Right now you are doing something wrong.
I'm just asking you.
No, you don't have to ask me, okay? Don't ask me that question again.
Okay. Who can I speak to? Who can I speak to? Okay. As soon as you confront about the fraud, they get angry.
I wonder why they get angry. If I was Somali or as a Latina and you confront me accusing me of something because of what I look like or where I'm from, I'm going to get fucking pissed too. But you're a white man. So that is very clear. That goes over your head. I'm not saying all white men are like that, but it's very clear this one and this one are.
These people have these home healthcare companies. You're seeing them everywhere inside this building. What kind of fraud are they committing?
They're not committing fraud. There's no fraud. No fraud is being committed. No fraud is being committed. Oh my God. He's claiming that they are sending the government like lies that they're actually working. but they're not actually working. They're just stealing the money. That's what these two idiots are accusing the Somali people of.
So there's false documentation being submitted to the state of Minnesota for services never provided.
How do you know that?
They're having forms signed in advance for services that were then never rendered as far as a year or 2 years in
How do you know that?
advance. They'll have someone sign these forms at one sitting, and then they just file those with the state of Minnesota, and nobody from the state of Minnesota bothers to check that those services.
Oh my God, this guy is so fucking dumb. He knows nothing. That's not how things work. You have to resubmit everything, and it has to have the correct date. If it does not have the correct date, they will not accept it. They are not, so Minnesota is not that incompetent. The president of the United States is, but Minnesota itself is not that incompetent.
Services were ever provided.
So they're essentially just using people saying that they had these services provided months or even years ago, then filing the paperwork and then receiving money from the government.
Right, and the Somali community is a very closed community, so everybody's in.
No, they're not. They're people. You make them out to seem like they're bad people. They're just people trying to live their fucking life.
On it, and they don't want to talk, as you can see.
And for this building, I'm
I don't know, maybe because you're harassing them.
going to give an estimate of around $30 million for how much fraud is taking place. That is a very low estimate. However, still a lot of money in fraud. And do you think there is fraud taking place here?
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what any of these businesses are doing?
I never ask.
And now with upwards of 100 million.
I think that's fair. It's none of, like, I don't go around my doctor's office building and go to every single one. And I'm like, I need to know what you are doing. No, I go to my fucking doctor's office and I call it a day. Like, what are you doing? Where is he getting these numbers from? The kook, the other old guy. I'm not even kidding. Like, so what I'm gonna do is after this, I'm gonna edit everything and put it on my YouTube to debunk this thing, because this has gone viral to the point where it's like really gonna cause a lot of harm. And so I'm gonna make a debunking video on my YouTube channel to kind of like break down everything, to have it like be a little bit more easier and seamless. Yes. Literally, source made it the fuck up
in fraud
completely.
To one more daycare, and this one.
Why are they filming them? They're not doing anything. I feel so bad for the Somali people. They're living their life. They're doing what they can. They're not bothering you. You're just racist.
Gets a little spicy as we get chased out at the very end. And after this, we'll be heading to the state capitol to confront the incompetent government leaders who have enabled this fraud to happen. And I knew this video was going to be super dangerous.
This guy, super dangerous, my ass. This guy is the one that like claims he has everything, but I already, like, literally within 3 seconds of the video, he was saying like, oh, one of them, like in the same building, they had 2 different daycares. He was like, they have 120, but it was really 160 because on the licensing on DHS website, it says 80, but he's so incompetent that he didn't go to the correct website and he's just pulling things out of his fucking ass. So it's this guy that is really the cause of a lot of harm. He's just a YouTuber who's 23 years old that calls himself a journalist.
To film because of obviously how hostile it is, and as we are exposing legit fraud happening, I did get security for this video, and I was able to
stop. Your lives are at stake for harassing people.
do it through the Black Line Guardian. And if you guys want to help fund my security in the future, you can go down to the link down below. They're not paying me to say any of this. They came and decided to help me out for this video. So you can go to Black Line Guardian.
If you want to subscribe or follow to someone who does not do this shit, who actually does do political commentary and likes to do things based on fact, and show you how I find this stuff, please subscribe or follow. I'm not giving this guy any more views on his stupid thing. I'm so annoyed that this has gone so viral. That's so...
Street houses, not one, not two, but three. $2.66 million by the state of Minnesota.
And this is the building right here. So this building alone made $2.6 million. Let's see if anybody's inside. Now we're inside of the building where there's apparently 4 child care centers.
We met this lady and we followed her to the back of the building.
Look at the beautiful painting in the back. Like look at the beautiful painting.
Where the daycare was supposedly at.
So right here we have 2 child daycare centers. We have the Minnesota Child Care Center, and then we also have Nuna. Between the two, $2.66 million. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Why are you recording?
Yes. We would like to know.
Well, it says we're trying to figure out 102 children. Is that for this facility?
What is the name? Why is it?
It's from the state of Minnesota website. It says you have 102 children.
Minnesota Child Care. Minneapolis, Minnesota website. This one. He's not going to the right website, I think. Because you're supposed to go here to Department of Human Services. He's going, I don't know what website he's going to. Like, they're the ones that do the fundings. Also, them trying to get in is actually fucking insane. I would pepper spray your ass. Get the fuck out of here. Obviously, they don't want to be filmed. Like, stop filming them. What are we doing?
From the state of Minnesota's website, we're just wondering where the children are.
I'm sorry. If someone goes up to you and you're at work and you work with kids and some random man comes up with a camera saying, where are the children? Do you think you would feel comfortable with that? I for sure wouldn't. Look, it's very clear. There's kids. Look at this. This is beautiful, by the way. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Where the children are?
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here, and you got $2.66 million this year in funding, and $2.5 million last year. We're just wondering where the kids are.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
And where are you?
Who the fuck are you is my question.
Which department?
Oh, we are from ourselves.
Yeah.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. Look at that. Shut us down.
Yeah, because what you're doing is harassment. I'm glad they shut your ass down. That's fucking creepy. That's fucking weird.
Where are the children at? No children inside of this daycare center. And look at this daycare center right here. No children inside of this daycare center.
They're in the classrooms. I can tell you that right now. What are you talking about?
Between those buildings, over $2.6 million. We were just curious, where are the children at? Do you know where the children are at?
No.
Where are the children at in these daycare centers?
I don't care.
How come these child care centers have no children?
I don't know.
I feel so bad for this lady.
No.
There's $2.6 million inside these businesses that were given by the government, but there's no children to be seen anywhere.
It's very clear that they do a lot of good. Like, there's these beautiful written statement, not statements, but handwritten paintings and stuff. Like, you can tell they do an incredible job.
People deserve to know where their taxes are going. If these companies and these daycare centers are making upwards of $2.6 million and there's no children to be seen anywhere, something fraudulent is happening.
No,
and that
you're just a racist.
Make you racist, Islamophobic. This is just the truth of what's happening here in Minnesota.
It's just the truth. It doesn't make me racist.
White people doing the same thing, we'd be talking about the same issue. This is the fraud at unprecedented levels here inside Minnesota. It's actually very concerning. Where are the children at inside of these buildings? They're nowhere to be seen. Millions of dollars are being sent into these daycare centers all across Minnesota, and there's not a child to be seen anywhere. Here's another daycare center inside the same building.
We don't want you to be videotaping anything.
Where are is all the money going for if there's no children at these daycare centers?
Sir,
Yes.
I told you, please leave.
Yes, we have a question though. Where is the children
have
at these daycare centers?
I'm glad. Like, get the fuck out.
Millions of dollars.
As with the local government, yeah.
Oh,
This is so
we have the
sad.
paper here. So we're wondering where the money and where the children are at. We have the paper right here. Come here.
Who are you, first of all?
My name's Nick Shirley.
You don't have any permission to record me, period.
Can we talk
You don't
outside?
have permission to record.
She doesn't either have.
You
She
do
doesn't
not
have permission to record
no,
me.
You cannot stop people on the street and question them.
We can ask.
You don't have any permission.
Where
I'll
are the
sue
children?
You. I will sue you. You don't have any permission. We have nothing to do with this. You
Okay.
understand?
Then are there
So
children?
leave. Please leave.
Are there children here?
Please leave.
That's so.
Where are the children? $2.6 million for a daycare center.
You ask whoever you think is doing that. You don't know what you're talking about. So leave. Leave.
Tell us what's happening here then.
I said leave.
We're wondering what's
We
happening.
are not a child care. We are nothing to do with it. We're common people walking. And
Yes.
You are.
We're not accusing you. We're asking where the
Yes, you are. Are you serious?
children are at.
Don't ask me anything.
We're not accusing you. We're asking the daycare centers.
I am not going to answer. You have.
Where are the children at?
Leave. Leave.
We just want to know where are the children.
Who you work for?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Who you work for?
I work for myself, Nick Shirley.
Okay, what are you recording?
We're wondering where are the children? $2.66 million for
You're not talking to
the Minnesota
right
Child Care Center.
You're not talking to the right person.
Are there children that come here? Answer the
Not
question.
talking
Are
to
there
the right
children?
person. Leave.
There's no children inside this
I
building.
don't know who you're talking to. Leave.
That's just a simple question. Where are the children at? David, they won't even answer. We asked him. Plain and simple. Where are the children? Do children
They don't need to answer you. They have no idea who the fuck you are.
come here?
This is why I've had my life. I've been attacked twice.
I've been
Once with a
attacked.
knife, and the other time I was jumped last Saturday by 3 Somali men simply for asking questions about what was going on. And they're very, very violent people. They do not like this fraud to be exposed.
No, you're just. No, they're not violent people. You are violent. You are causing violence.
Of opportunities to answer the simple question, where are the children? He called the cops on us and we headed to the state capitol where they're having a meeting about the fraud to confront the state representatives and people in the government who have enabled and let this fraud happen. Inside of this committee, a Republican representative showed charts showing exactly how this fraud has been committed and who is profiting and connecting all the dots. And while the Democrat representatives looked into the abyss, one of them spoke about how none of this is building trust and how this is a nonpartisan issue, so I went and confronted her after that.
Yes, but I'm.
He has some very valid questions to ask about what's going on here in Minnesota. And do you think this fraud
I don't know who you
crosses?
are.
My name is Nick Shirley. Do you think this fraud is Republican or Democrat, or just facts that fraud is happening?
So just now they told me to report it. I think the fact that
Because
you brought it as a partisan issue.
Well, because that's what I heard you talking about. That
I know what I said is that what
because
we're talking
we want
about
to build trust, but fraud is fraud. So why should we be enabling fraud to happen here?
No, I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to
When are you
happen.
going to hold Governor Walz accountable for this?
Okay, sir.
No. This
Sir,
is not.
sir.
When are you going to?
Why is he getting so angry? Calm the fuck down. Why are you not going to hold the fact that Trump is in the multiple occasions? Like, what are we doing?
Hold Governor Walz. No. She is a representative for the state of Minnesota. Yes or no?
Excuse me?
Yes. Are you?
If you're going to talk to me like
Are you
that.
going to say to her, I'm a disability advocate?
I heard you.
Oh, I would love to have a conversation with this buddy.
You got a chance
overstimulated.
to testify.
Thank you for testifying today.
No.
Ma'am,
I'm overstimulated.
that fraud is happening.
No, we're not doing
And
that.
it's not a nonpartisan issue.
Him saying I'm over. Bitch, if you were overstimulated, you would not be talking. You would be trying to calm down. You would not be acting the way you are acting. You're just trying to use that as a cover. That's what they all do.
issue. How come you think fraud has been able to happen so much underneath
I think
the
if you've
government
been
here?
listening to our hearings, we've had now 10 hearings on this. And so there's really good data from the people who both work within the administration as well as who, both Democrat and Republicans. I think what you heard today is that the Republicans who control this committee are not actually interested in solving fraud. What they're interested in is telling a story.
This fraud has happened underneath Democrat leader Tim Walz.
There has been Medicaid fraud across the country under Democrats and Republicans. There's fraud within the Trump administration. We have is fraud. Private providers have made government a mark. And so every person running government, Democrats or Republicans, are dealing with the issue of how to keep fraudsters out of our public payment. We're also dealing with veterans. We're dealing with consumers. I hope you're looking at that. If you look at United Health, currently is being charged with defrauding Medicare. You know who runs Medicare? President Trump. Medicaid fraud is a 50-state issue. And so, again, it is not a partisan issue. There are Democrats and Republicans who are sitting in that committee talking about it. But what you did here was the Republican chair say she's not turning information over to the one person in government who can stop payment. And I hope you print that. Thank you for coming today.
Okay.
Crazy.
Well,
I think what she said was fucking amazing. She was like, it's not a partisan issue. It's an issue that's happening throughout the country. Like, why are they mad?
you saw what happened
The
there?
state of Minnesota that we live in, and these politicians are just walking off thinking it's okay Tuesday, and they want to go visit the Trump, they want to blame the Trump administration. We have Democrats blaming ICE. I'm tired. My people are suffering.
Your people.
I'm scared for my little brother.
Oh, stop. Oh, stop it.
People are suffering, and these people just walk off. We have a governor who fucking doesn't care. How many more people are gonna freaking die? How many more people are gonna go?
30 people have died in ICE custody since Trump became president. What the fuck are you talking about?
Homeless. And how many more people are gonna be trafficked in our freaking system?
Okay, that guy's, I can't. Okay. In one day, we uncovered, you didn't uncover shit. An estimated 101, I did not say that, 111,000, no, million. I can't speak. $111 million worth of fraud. It is time to hold corrupt politicians and fraudsters accountable. Please. You're joking. We all work too hard and pay too much taxes. Actually, you don't. For billions to be wasted. It is time to reclaim. It's time to reclaim our cities from corruption and illegal fraudsters. Subscribe for more videos. Okay.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the...
I want to read the comments now. This is just unacceptable. This is what journalists used to do 20 years ago. Journalists that used to harass people. The old boy who's done the research is a fucking patriot, absolute hero. What is happening? This should upset every American. Okay. I want to bring my kid to daycare. Why? How is it a 20-year-old kid doing more journalism than multiple large new agencies? Tim Walz needs to go to prison. Give this researcher a medal, an actual medal. We need a nationwide deep dive into where all of our money has gone. I'm sick of the amount of money stolen from Really? Protecting my girlfriend owns a daycare in Washington State. She has inspections every 3 to 4 months. People better go to prison. There's a reason for that. The 23-year-old shows up and does more thorough fraud reporting in 2 days than the Star Tribune and NPR. Okay, it's literally NPR. So okay. It's always harassment or Islamophobia when you call out fraud and corruption. This is just awful that this has gone so viral. So right now, 1 million people have, and like 644. This is so dangerous. Let's see on Twitter. Apparently, MAGA is fine with random adult males going into child-focused spaces with cameras and demanding to see the children. Makes sense given they support a pedophile as president. Nick Shirley is a paid government actor. Okay, I truly think so. Because, like, just from, like, the videos I've seen throughout, not an independent journalist, these investigations into fraud have been ongoing for 4 years, and our state has been working with the federal government to cover it all. Just because you have a constant distracting hate boner for trans people, it doesn't validate your ignorance. Yes, true. Oh my God. Not CBS, not PBS, not CNN, not ABC, not MSNBC, not Fox News, not 60 Minutes, not New York Times, not Washington, D.C., not Washington Post, not Associated Press, but an independent journalist on X exposed millions of fraud with a hoodie and a camera. Keep going, Nick Shirley. This Nick Shirley video is truly breaking brains. It's so obvious why the inner MAGA circle jumped on this video so quickly. How valuable it must be to them to act like Somali Americans are the ones ripping off our country and not billionaires like Elon and Trump's family. This was really hard to like get through, I think, because I cannot believe that this is where our country has gone. Like, our country is falling for something that, like, yes, some of this is botted, like, but most of it's not. And that's what's terrifying. Most of this is not botted at all. No. It's just ridiculous. It's just really terrifying that just a little common sense has just been out the window because racism and Islamophobia is stronger to people. And I don't get it. I will never understand. The hypocrisy of Republicans at times just confuses me. But I also want to say shame on the Democratic Party for being silent. Because my entire fucking page is of the Republicans shitting on Somali people. And yet not a single Democrat has made a single video that I've seen protecting Somali people and saying Somali people are actually great. Somali people are like actually good. I think that's really unacceptable. So yeah, I hope this was like interesting. And even though like I did not enjoy it because it just made me really sad, I did think that it was still really interesting.